Kurt Knudsen, American Crystal Sugar. I know you had a chance to tour their facility last time you were on.
And we also had a chance to dine with you at your cousin's fundraiser in Washington. We like being in Washington talking to our champions. So thank you, Senators, for being champions for our industry.
You don't mean his cousin Steve, do you?
No, David.
Cousin colleague.
But thank you very much for championing the Farm Bill and the sugar provision in that, and we appreciate that very much. Secretary, we appreciate your support with the suspension agreement and enforcing that on a daily basis. And on my farm, a fourth of my acres are into sugar. The rest are into the other commodities. So I just want to reinforce what the rest of these guys have said today, that tariffs are important and the markets are important for us. And I apologize today for not bringing you a Hershey candy bar. I've always brought you one in the past. Sorry.
I know that you all were anxious about the enforceability of the sugar agreement, the suspension agreement, but everything I hear from your industry thinks that it's working pretty fairly. They're all concerned about Mexico cheating earlier, but I think they got the message that we're watching now and playing it pretty straight, from what I understand.
We appreciate your efforts in that.
You know, the Secretary can't always just give us a yes to everything we want. We wish he could, and we're not going to stop asking. But he was very instrumental on negotiating that agreement. You know that. He and Wilbur Ross. And we have that agreement because he and Wilbur Ross sat down and negotiated that agreement. And they stayed in touch with us, and they worked hard for us on that.
Yeah, we appreciate those efforts. The last administration was dragging their feet a little bit, and as soon as the president got in place, he put the appropriate people in, and we appreciate that.
You don't always hear a lot about it, but that made a big difference, as you know. And it wouldn't have happened without Sonny Wilbur.
We try to keep a low profile as much as we can. We can be attacked on several fronts.
You guys do a hell of a job. Dan Youngren's president with our River Valley sugar beet growers out here.
Thank you, Senator Hoban and Senator Kramer. Thanks so much, Secretary, for coming up here. And we've had discussions like this before in Fargo. And first off, I want to thank everybody in the front here for the heavy lift for the Farm Bill and the implications that go with that. That being said, right now we have a sugar provision that's in the Farm Bill. We thank you very much for that. That keeps our industry doing what it's supposed to be doing. What I'm looking forward to is Senator Holton's comments about the youth, the 60-year-old farmers that are out there, which I am, or close to.
I thought you were going to say you're beginning farmer.
But I'm happy to say that my 22-year-old son has come back to farm, and we're really excited about that. But what I need to happen is I need 7 more farm bills for him to get to where I'm at. And we will, as farmers, will burn equity to make sure that our children are successful on the farm. So we need to keep a sharp eye on the future of this industry, of ag across this whole nation. We need to find ways to continue to keep young people coming back, because that's our life.
What we saw in 12 and 13, 10, 12, 13 years, the best and the brightest will flood back to the farms if we can make it profitable. And that's the challenge. That's why trade's so important.
Exactly, and that's our biggest concern, is get this trade deal taken care of so that these young people find a reason to. So, once again, thank you for coming up to the northern end of the world.